Man, that's amazing, man.
Right.
Now, I actually did want to ask you, because, you know, a lot of people do look up to you. Like,
Hell yeah.
you make bare bread, not gonna lie to
Oh,
you. Like, that
shit,
YouTube check probably be coming in, not gonna
don't put
lie.
me out like that. Don't put me out like
It's just
that. Yeah, don't
But
put a target on me.
what's the most you've made, like, in a month? Like,
Oh, shit. I don't know if I can say this. Y'all might look at me different. Huh? You might look at me different. I never told YouTube this ever.
Never.
I've
Oh, we're
never.
getting exclusive.
I've never said this ever. I've never told anyone ever. I'll give it to you, the exclusive for Shakira. All right, so the most I ever made, it's gonna sound crazy. Don't look at me different. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It was 300. 300,000
Whoa, in a month?
in a month.
Dang.
It was like 200,000.
Was this during your prime?
No,
What?
because
Not during like the proposal plans and stuff?
no.
Whoa.
I made more money as I grew in my career. Like, I'm telling you, 2020 was for creators was an amazing year. 2020, 2021, 2022, money.
Mm-hmm.
So the most I ever made in 1 month was 300,000. It was like 200 from like YouTube, 100,000 in some other places. Yeah,
What?
crazy. Yeah. Great.
YouTube.
Don't come get me, feds. Please don't come get me.
They said the IRS is coming.
Yeah.
The IRS is coming right now. How was it? Obviously, you grew up with foster parents. Meeting your biological parents, you actually documented that.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I actually watched the whole thing. I think that was one video where I was like really inspired.
Yeah.
And like actually felt really moved. I was actually in tears, to be honest with you.
That's what's
like
up.
it really moved me a lot. And like that experience for you, like meeting them, seeing what you could have been, the lifestyle you could have been in, like the ghetto, like your dad was homeless on the side of the street, like under a bridge. Your mom, like,
it's a reality check.
She like cried when she saw you at the door. Like, I like, how did you feel like going through that emotion, and how did you even get in contact with them? Yeah,
it was crazy. So like, man, how did I? It was crazy. I did some like Google. Like Google can narrow some shit down for real. Like I've always known like who my biological parents were. Like I knew their names and stuff like that. So I knew ways to like find them if I ever needed to. Also, I'd gone and seen my dad and my mom before. I had never seen them like at the same time, like together. Mm-hmm. And I never like asked them the hard questions and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So like I knew how to get to them, but I never did it that way. It was like on different, like through foster care, I seen them at different times, basically. So like I knew how to get to them, and I knew my sister had contacted them. So long story short, I decided one day, like I wanted to meet them. I wanted to, put that shit, face it in real life and ask some like hard questions I had never asked before. Use Google, got it down, got numbers, got addresses, and, made it happen. And then when I met them, like I'm not gonna lie, like it wasn't
what you expected.
It wasn't what I was expecting, like it was what it was though. It was reality.
Did it crush you a little bit?
It didn't crush me because like I have loving parents. Like my adoptive parents, that like those are the people that, I will give my life to. Like I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for them. So it's like I didn't have any want to I never wanted them. I never wanted to be with them, or like I never needed them. I had my parents. So it's like when I met them, it was just like, this is what it is, this is who they are, and you just accept them for who they are, and you just forgive them for the past. So like, that just kind of what it was.
Was it hard? Because a lot of people, I mean, there's probably kids who've been in foster homes and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Was it hard for you to forgive them for leaving? And how was that process for you? Because, I mean, me personally, it's hard for me to forgive because I'm such a like kind-hearted, and I'm always like, just always serving people and putting myself like out there to like if I had my last, I'd give it to somebody. You know what I mean? So it's like, how do you process forgiving?
So like the biggest thing that helped me like forgive my parents was my daughter, because like I became a father, I became a parent, I became what I understood what it took to be a parent. I understood what it took to be a father. So like, it almost made them look like a poor excuse, you know? It almost made them look like, how could you not do this? Like, this is easy. Nigga, you just show up. Like, you just be there. This is all you have to do. You just have to be there and give love unconditionally. How could you simply not do that? And me understanding what love was like and then seeing their situation and everything, like, it made me forgive them because I understood that, you know, life just doesn't turn out perfect for everyone. And it's not always going to be a fairy tale situation. So like initially it was hard because I was like, damn, you know, like this isn't that hard. You know, like I am a dad. Like I know what it takes to be a dad. But then also I got to look at their circumstance. Like my mom wasn't always on I don't want to say the spectrum, but like always just normal. Like I can't really explain it. But like, and then my dad is like an immigrant from Costa Rica. Like it's a tough situation. Like it's almost like a losing situation. Like anybody that comes from that situation gonna fail 99% of the time. So I can only be thankful that they put me in a better situation where I can actually make something of myself. So, you know, it was definitely hard to come to terms with, but like meeting them, putting everything in perspective, like I'm thankful. I'm thankful that, you know, I am where I am, you know?
What's your relationship like with them now?
I'm gonna be honest, like I don't talk to them as much as I can, but I do communicate with like my father's family. So like my father's family lives in Costa Rica. I've gone to Costa Rica. I went and visit them. Like I would think that's like the most beautiful thing that I got from them was like being able to get cousins and aunts and shit like that. Like that was something that was something that I always wanted, like to experience my culture. And my culture is like Costa Rica, like one of the most beautiful places in the world. So like I went there. I went to my family. I met them and they, you know, they welcomed me with so much love and like they had pictures of me when I was like a baby and shit like that. So I think that was like the most beautiful thing that I gained from it. And that is basically where I'm at now. Like I talk to them probably more than I talk to my dad. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Yeah, like not to be fucked up, but like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Like nothing against like my dad and like my mom, but like, I'm famous. I'm this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, would it be the same if I wasn't, you know? Like,
I want to ask you something because I mean, not to put their parents on there, but not to like put your parents on like thing, but obviously because you're famous and obviously
it's a weirder situation.
Yeah, do they like ask you for money and like, do they like press you like, oh yeah, because you're my son, I'm supposed to get this? Like,
so honestly, they don't ask me for anything.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
They don't. Like they've been respectful enough, but there were little times that there were hints and there were little things like that. I just do really well at separating myself. Like I never get. I get close to people, but I don't get too close. I don't get too close where they feel comfortable, where they can just ask me anything. So like, I keep a close, far distance. Like I'm close enough where you can catch me, but I'm far enough where you can't grab me. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So it's like, it's a weird situation. And like being famous and being these things, like you gotta question the people around you. You gotta question their motives. Like, you know, would they have wanted to meet me if I was still that dirty ghetto kid, you know, still in the hood? Or do they just want to meet me because I'm Prettyboyfredo? You know, like one of the first things they said when they saw me was like, Prettyboyfredo, you know? Like that's weird. Like, do you not just say Alfredo or like Fredo, but you're like Prettyboyfredo? That already gives off the thing. It's like you're looking at me for like who I became, not who I am, you know? Yeah.
Was that disappointing to you? Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. In that moment when I met them and they're like Prettyboyfredo, it was weird as shit. It was fucking
I saw
weird.
it on your face.
Like,
yeah, me dijo Prettyboyfredo. Dios lo bendiga. That's my son, Prettyboyfredo. God bless. Go ahead, put it now. Okay.
it was super fucking weird, bro. And I was just like, man, this is, you know, but like, so at first it was weird, and then I kind of got settled in, and I gave them the benefit of the doubt, and I just, you know, I got comfortable with it.
Yeah. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Whew.
That's some weird shit.
What advice would you give to someone who's a foster kid right now?
Yeah.
Because they would relate to your story a lot.
I would say if you're in foster care right now, or if you're in a, you know, in a tough, uncomfortable situation, just, you know, life is only what you make of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think that like at any moment it could be in the end of life, but in reality, like life doesn't end until you decide. So if you decide to allow things from your past to dictate your future, yeah, you're gonna be stuck. Like your life is done. But if you allow yourself to overcome your past and overcome those feelings and not be stuck in the past and, you know, envision a brighter and better future, it can happen and it will happen. So I would say to anybody that's in those situations, never dwell. Like always look forward to the future. Always put yourself in a better situation, because life is what you make of it. If you tell yourself you're going to be a millionaire, you're going to be in a mansion, you're going to be the best YouTuber, you can and you will be those things if you apply yourself. But if you dwell and you stay stuck, you're never going to progress. You're never going to get in a better situation.
Woof. That hit me to the core.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the TikTok right now. I'm trying to get the TikTok.
Hit me to the core. Yeah, that's going on TikTok right away.